and that's due to wildfire smoke. Red flag warning posted out across almost the entirety of the Northland. Exception of that is along the immediate shoreline of the North Shore and the UP. But yeah, fire weather warning in place. Any fire that gets going could be explosive, like the one we're seeing out near Brimson, so definitely be cautious of that today. Meanwhile, if you're going outside, definitely make sure to stay hydrated and try to stay cool in that shade because it is hot out there and it'll continue to be hot today, tomorrow, and even into Wednesday for inland areas as we currently have a Rex block sitting up over the region. What that means is we're seeing clear skies and these low pressure systems really struggling to make their way from west to east. Everything is kind of backed up in the jet stream because of that Rex block. So looking at really nice conditions continuing through the middle of the week, and then finally that low pressure system arrives. I'll talk about that rain that comes with it in just a bit. For right now, though, looking at temperatures starting off in the 60s and 70s, getting up into the 80s and 90s later on today. Exception of that is Grand Marais. That's where winds off of the water out of the south keep you a little bit cooler. So we head on into tomorrow. We do see a lake breeze try to establish itself. Immediate shoreline areas will likely be in the 60s and low 70s. Meanwhile, once you get into Duluth up on the hill, probably warming on up into those low 80s, and then we're talking 90s once again into north central Minnesota, and then even into the upper 80s and low 90s on Wednesday. North central Minnesota going to see an extended period of warmth here. Definitely, make sure to stay out of that sun if possible. Meanwhile, on Wednesday, we do see that lake breeze set up shop on Wednesday, keeping us cooler. Not much to show you on the future radar, similar to the actual radar, because expecting mainly clear skies today and tomorrow. But as we head on into our Thursday and even our Wednesday, looking at a chance of pop-up showers. But Thursday is when we'll see some widespread rain and finally cool us on down throughout the day on Thursday into Thursday night and eventually Friday morning. Things start to wrap on up Friday night into Saturday, but we do end up seeing showers still linger into Saturday morning, but they do become a little bit more sparse, and that cools us all down. So we only have about 3 more days of this intense heat to deal with, and then things finally settle on down. Meanwhile, it's still going to be breezy out there today, gusting over 20 miles per hour, and then north central Minnesota gusting over 30 miles per hour. Tomorrow, those winds do turn a little bit out of the east along the shoreline. Everywhere inland, still looking at some gusty winds out of the south. And if you're trying to acclimate yourself a little bit, just in case grandma's is a little bit hot out there, not too bad of an idea to go for a lunch or an evening run in those 80s to get used to that warmer weather for runs. If you're not looking to do that, heading out right now would be your best bet. Temperatures in the 60s. 7-day forecast, 86 and 82 the next 2 days, and then cooling down along the shoreline on Wednesday. Still in the 80s, well, I should say, into inland areas on Wednesday, and then 67 and 56 with rain on Thursday and Friday.